Hey guys, how are you? So I just got done doing a little bit on my podcast, and I thought, you know what? I have a little bit of time that I wanted to hop on here and do a live and talk a little bit about one of my podcasts that I just did that will probably launch like next week. But I wanted to do a live because I thought it would be helpful and resonate with people. I have a metabolism program, and the metabolism program that I've launched really helps more or less with, your food intake, your mindset, your beauty. But a lot of it comes down to who you are as a person, your affirmations of yourself, what you give out into this world, what you believe in yourself, how you think of yourself. And so I thought it would behoove a lot of people if I hopped on here and maybe talked a little bit, because I know sometimes people don't necessarily go on the podcast and they don't listen to things, but I thought, you know what, if I go on here and I do a live, maybe it will help and maybe it will resonate with some people out there. And so today, I wrote some notes out, so I'm going to go here, but we're going to talk about a little thing that I do, and it's like a homework. And so if you want to keep this and go back to it and listen to it, if you're driving, anything like that, please don't write down things and don't close your eyes while I'm talking to you with it. But I definitely want you maybe to sit back later, resonate with this, write this down, and go forward with it on how it works for you. If you follow me on social media, you're going to see that I actually journal a lot in the mornings. The morning times are my time for myself to journal. So I will write down a great journal prompt of what I think, plus I'll write down 5 affirmations. And my affirmations could be randomly different every single day, right? It could be the fact that I want to make love to my partner. Or it could be the fact that, I am going to send a letter to my friend to tell her that I love her and I'm thinking of her. Or it could be, I'm going to go freaking hug a tree and resonate with nature. I mean, whatever it is, I do 5 affirmations every day of something. And it's always something that's going to make me feel good, something that's going to make somebody else feel good, but also something that is going to better me going into the future, right? Better me for being a better me for tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about what I want you to do for work today. Think of this as like a homework live, right? So I'm going to be completely straightforward and to the point. But most powerful work that comes from within ourselves, right? So over my metabolism program, I taught a lot about teaching people about nutrition, hormones, fat loss, tricks, the short fixes, like the real stuff that works. I can't swear on Facebook, so I'm not going to swear, but the real stuff that actually works on Facebook. However, on the topic of what to do and how to do it, aka getting into any knowledge drops with exercise and your highest self and taking over and passing down the confidence, that is the number one thing that I really wanted to talk about and what I really wanted to really resonate today with is the commands of how you portray yourself and your future self, right? Because that alone is number one. If you've ever been to a Ryan Stewman event, or if you've ever heard him talk, I know he did this in Cabo and he just did this at the MDM, and it was the affirmation of yourself. And it was closing your eyes, affirming who that person is to the right of you, but that person to the right of you is who you are at your like ultimate level of what you want or what you perceive that ultimate level should be for yourself. And the fact is that he makes you take a right step into that person. And you are to live that person from that day on going forward. And honestly, that's what we should all be doing. We don't know if we have tomorrow or if we don't have tomorrow. Who's to say? Every single day we need to be living that person that is that person that we want to affirm to be going forward, right? So I don't want you to roll your eyes at me on this. It's not woo-woo, la-la, foo-foo stuff. This shit actually freaking works. I just swore. So now there goes my Facebook. So anyway, this works. It's called confidence, right? Owning who you are, owning who you are and who you are meant to be. Now, I had a client, right? A coaching client a couple weeks ago. And they said to me, "How are you confident? How do you get that confidence?" And have you ever, well, I'm sure you have, the movie where they say, don't put baby in the corner. And that's actually kind of what I relate to, is the fact of I still have that to where, you know, I might be speaking somewhere and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm speaking next to somebody that I admire, that I look up to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here. You have all this thing like, I'm not good enough to be here. I can't believe I'm next to this person. Or, for instance, what was it, like 3 years ago, I heard Ryan Stewman speak. Who's to say that I knew that I'd be working next to Ryan Stewman, right? All of these things. But the thing is that I always tell myself when I get to this point to where I'm thinking I'm not good enough for something, right? I say, I'm not going to put Jen in the corner, right? Baby is not going to be in the corner because Jen is going to own who she is going forward in this world, because I owe that to myself. I'm worth that. I'm worth the best life that I possibly can have every single day. And even if it means laying out in the sun with my dog for, 5 minutes for just getting reconnected, I earn that time for myself. So anyway, let's get back. So a lot of times I lay down the foundations in a lot of my work with the metabolism programs, anything like that, the pre-work, digging up and challenging some well set aside and limiting beliefs that we have for ourselves on a daily, because we have daily limited beliefs for what we think that we should be or who we should be achieving going forward. So there's great reasons you would never want to have it all in one area, right? And also why you're going to anyway have it in that area. Smash. Because you own who you are, you own what you want to be. And let's go back to the fact of energy. You can do it. You argue the case a lot of times that you can't do something, and it's your own energy that causes you to do it. So let's begin with the task now. So this is time to write out what I want you to write out for your future elite version of who you are and who you are in the future. Okay. So I do this a lot of times. I want you to get a journal, pages, whatever you want to do, and I want you to write. I want you to write a conscious style writing. The first thing is, I want whatever you want to write about, I want it all to come out. I want you not to question. I don't want you to edit it. I don't want you to filter it. And I do not want you to be a critic of what you believe your higher self is saying. Okay? That means I want you to write out completely whatever comes into your mind of what your higher self is at that point tomorrow. And I want no criticism. I want you to actually fully believe in what you are writing down in your journal. Second, I want you inside and out, the vision for who you are choosing yourself, your body, your financial, whatever it may be for your future. Okay? Inside and out, full vision of who you are choosing to be tomorrow. That's your second one. You're hearing my stomach growling. Sorry, I'm hungry. Number 3, in as much detail as you possibly can, I want you to tap into the extra stuff that comes out with it, right? So a lot of times you're writing something and maybe your full version of who you are going forward, maybe it involves that you're driving a Porsche. Maybe it involves that you're doing extra charity work, or maybe it involves you're giving 10% out to charity that you want to do that you're not able to do right now. Whatever it is, all the juicy stuff that you need, I want you to write all that affirmation out. The random stuff that is downloaded in you, pushed out in your journaling session. all of it. Okay? Fourth thing is write in tense of it being done. This is huge. I want you to write using the words I chose, I am, I feel, my body is, my financial is, my abundance is this, whatever it may be. I want you to write in the tense that you already have it. How do you feel now that you already have it, right? So I am, I feel, my body is, you are writing out every single possible thing in the future state that you already have it. How do you feel? How do you feel when you have this already? Are you fully happy? Does that make you happy? Write it all out. Okay? So, this is not a visioning session where you write out what you wish you had and what you wish you want. You can do that if you want to, but by all means, go ahead and make it up. This is a test to make sure you and your new vision understand that you are in charge. You hold your key to success in every platform of your life. I encourage you today to stop being mediocre. Again, Jen doesn't sit in a corner, right? Jen owns it. I do, however, want you, before you get into the daydreaming aspects of making it up, I want you to do something quietly for me and just for you. I want you to connect before you do this journaling. Connect into the space and the place where the ideas you already exist come from. Ask yourself what you tell yourself and how you show yourself about who you are at that moment. Who are you meant to be? Let your higher self take over that pen and paper. As you start to write, you might like to ask yourself some of these questions. How do you feel? How do you feel with this abundance of what you have? What is normal to you? What permission does it look like for you and your relationships with financial, your soulmate, your food, your business, and so on? I want you to fill into every crack and every crevice of your body of how you feel. Pay attention to the rules you agreed to or the rules that you believed before. Right? Money is the root of all evil, right? People say that. Rich people, are not nice people. These are all the roots that you've told yourself over a period of time that you need to let go of and affirm something different. You need to override all of it and let it out, every bit of it. At the end, you might like to write something that I do a lot of times after my journaling. I say to myself, this and so much more besides I now choose, and so it is done. Thank you and amen. For real, honestly, I often finish my visioning pieces with that piece every single time. There's not much point in learning all of the affirmations in life going forward if you do not take care of your inner navigation system. That is huge. So with that, I just really, really wanted to talk and resonate with you guys today and share a piece of what I do every single day. And I hope that it helps you going forward. So with that, I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. And I'll talk to you soon.